Deep in the Amazon, some of the world's most fascinating tribes live completely disconnected from modern life. The Paran tribe, for example, doesn't know numbers. They only know a little or a lot. They live entirely in the present, never worrying about yesterday or tomorrow, sharing everything they have with their community. Even deeper, the Surwaha tribe lives hand in hand with the forest, using no money, metal, or modern tools. Their spiritual rituals with hallucinogenic tree sap connect them with ancestral spirits to maintain harmony with nature. And then there's the Kurubo, one of the Amazon's most feared tribes. Known as head hitters, they live nomadically, strike intruders without warning, and remain largely invisible to outsiders. Brazil is home to over 300 tribes, each more fascinating than the last. Forget what you know about motels. They're not just roadside hotels. In Brazil, motels are private, hour-based escapes with jacuzzis, mood lighting, and even rotating floors. Brazilians also have a unique approach to affection. Kisses aren't just romantic, they express friendliness, attraction, or connection. Locals talk close, touch casually, and speak loudly with energy, something many visitors mistake for arguments. Brazil is famous for football, carnival, and breathtaking women. From sun-kissed skin and curly hair to curvy, confident figures, Brazilian women exude natural beauty and charm. They dominate international pageants, celebrate curves, and even hold contests like Miss Bum Bum for the most attractive behind. Confidence, style, and independence define them. Winning a Brazilian heart is no easy feat. Brazil is the fifth largest country in the world, sharing borders with nearly all South American nations. Its name comes from the redwood pau-brasil, once a prized colonial export. Brazil is also home to the Amazon, with creatures like pink river dolphins, giant otters, and deadly glass frogs. Coffee is a national ritual. Inviting someone for a cafezinho is a gesture of warmth. Football fans, Brazil has won the World Cup 5 times, yet strangely, they've never beaten Norway. In Minas Gerais, a town called Virginia became famous for UFO sightings in 1996. Today, locals worship aliens, building spaceship-shaped temples and performing rituals to communicate with extraterrestrial beings. Another cult, Valley of the Dawn, combines mysticism, aliens, and spirituality. Followers wear colorful costumes inspired by Egyptian mythology and practice meditation and music rituals. This community has over 800,000 members across South America. Brazil is an economic giant, but wealth is concentrated among a tiny elite. The richest 10% own most of the country's wealth, while millions survive on $100 to $150 per month. In Rio, luxury villas sit next to sprawling favelas like Rocinha, where life is tight but vibrant, full of music, culture, and resilience. Almost everything in Brazil is bought in installments, from phones to meals, because products are heavily taxed and wages are comparatively low. Even small grocery shops allow customers to pay gradually, creating a deep-rooted culture of trust and credit. Buraco das Araras, a giant sinkhole over 500 meters wide, home to thousands of colorful macaws. Valley do Catimbau, ancient sandstone cliffs with 6,000-year-old cave paintings. Chapada Diamantina, magical underground lakes with crystal-clear waters revealing prehistoric fossils. Lago dos Negros disappears and reappears mysteriously with the seasons. Minas del Camuquan, a ghost copper mine where locals report strange sounds and magnetic anomalies. Many think Rio is the capital, but today it's Brasilia, a city built from scratch in 41 months in 1956. Designed like a giant airplane, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but a city built for cars, not pedestrians. Rio de Janeiro, Lapa District, the birthplace of samba, alive every weekend. São Paulo, Vila Madalena, with rooftop bars, craft breweries, and a 24/7 party vibe. Salvador, street drum bands, and Afro-Brazilian music festivals, deeply communal and cultural. Rio Carnival, the world's biggest street festival, 2 million people daily. Salvador Carnival, artists perform on moving trucks, music floods the streets. Festa Junina, traditional June festivals with folk dances, bonfires, and mock weddings. Feijoada, black bean stew with pork, rice, and orange slices. Pão de queijo, cheesy tapioca rolls. Brigadeiro, chocolate dessert beloved across Brazil for generations. Stay alert in cities. Pickpocketing and scams happen even in broad daylight. Use apps like Uber instead of taxis. Keep valuables secure at beaches. And don't be tempted by overly friendly strangers. They might be distractions for theft. Brazil's living costs vary widely. In Sao Paulo, a one-bedroom apartment rents for $600 to $900, while in smaller towns, it's $250 to $350. Public transport is cheap, but Uber and private options are safer. Groceries, bills, and insurance are affordable, but vary depending on lifestyle.